cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Slings it to Anderson, it's complete. The tight end has it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 30.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And right away, he lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, probably they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on second and 3. Jackson, open man right side, Myers. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. And for Jackson, this may be a free play. Caught on the slant. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Fields it right around the goal line and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. Jackson on a give to Dobbins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send Austin in motion right. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff and not avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Now they'll empty out the backfield. Now Pickett on 4th down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tyus Bowser with a pick.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. With the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 43 yards. And the Ravens have regained the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts.
That's caught at the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 21 yards away. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jackson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And he spikes it to stop the clock. And now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter from the 6. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Pickett now on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Donald Parham, 28 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is it...
Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. It's Dobbins on the out route, bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wallace. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this is
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback,
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, Jackson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Donald Parham.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
She got me.